Check your feelings at the door.
This is the Roughing Fenders podcast.
That fucking 78 piece of shit.
Why don't you go tell the 48 I wouldn't beat his fucking back bumper off if they would have fucking let me go about 40 fucking laps ago, asshole. Stop flipping me off and just fucking drive your shit, you little bitch.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Randy Phillips.
What the fuck does he want?
He's here to host the show.
Go. Put 4 on it. Put 4 on it, you motherfuckers.
David, unplug that so the fan stops. Let's pull that cord. We should not. We are not a garage for live TV.
It's okay. Fucking, that's what makes it gritty, you know? That's what I went for. So, how we doing, everybody? My name is Randy Phillips of the Roughing Fenders podcast, and as you can see, we're in East Bumfuck, Maine, with Hibachi over here clapping and clanging, blowing up and all that stuff. Here we have Shane Tatro and Kris Watson. We met up with Shane up at Oxford 250. He yelled at me about bringing him back on live because he thought he already did his interview and stuff like that. And well, you had a long fucking day. You had heats and then last chance qualifier. You stayed on the track more than the guy from Florida, so that was pretty good. So how we doing, guys? I mean, it's been a minute. I mean, we did our interview, but the mics wanted to fucking die, so all we heard was a generator that was going. So, yep. What have you guys been up to? Either one?
Working on customer cars right now.
Yeah.
I probably should be focusing on my own, as slow as that thing is, the way my buddies tell me, but we'll just work on customers' cars till springtime.
We got into the interview about. We already did the interview. I already asked like how you started and everything like that. With you, Shane. So you started in 01, correct?
Yeah.
And then you went overseas in 03 and 04. So 05 you came back and ran.
It was still the same street stock type car, but they switched us to call it Super Street back then.
Gotcha.
Yeah. His first year in the V8 cars.
Come on,
I'm here.
Get up there.
I'm here.
They can't hear you.
What's up?
I'm just trying to help you out. So you started in 01 as well.
Yeah, like 2000, 2001 in
Enduro. So
you had an Escort in the
I had an
Enduro, right?
Escort in the Enduro.
What did you have?
I had a Ford Crown Vic in the Enduro.
And you guys ran together?
No.
Oh, two different classes?
Two then. Small Enduro and big Enduro.
So how did you guys meet? Because obviously now you guys both...
Guy in the corner over
Davey.
there.
Davey?
He's friends with a lot of people.
Uh-huh.
And we started hanging out and...
No, we all know him. It's a loose term.
We're just... Back then, Wednesday night racing used to be really big, so we would go over a lot on Wednesday night. Because I guess I lied. I think 2000 is when we raced the Enduros, and 2001 is when we started with the Saturday night stuff.
Yeah.
So then we would just, it didn't matter. Wednesday night we'd go to Bangor. Thursday night we'd do Unity or something. Or Friday night.
Yeah. Sorry.
He's the one that tells me how bad I am in the pro stock.
I don't get it.
I'm even wearing his hat. Actually, I gotta change that now that we're on camera.
Don't mind.
So you guys, you both started. We didn't even get into your interview. I know we talked, but these guys didn't know how you started. Obviously, as he said, you started in the Enduros. So 05, were you guys running in the same class, or so you guys ran against each other a lot, right?
Yep. Yeah,
So-
I actually kept both cars, I think, right at my parents' house.
Oh, yeah?
Right in her garage, yep.
Oh.
Right in the subdivision over in the big town. Neighbors loved us.
Yeah. We actually built his car right in the garage.
Yeah.
Built it from the ground up. He went and bought a couple Camaros.
Yeah.
And we cut the back off mine and reclipped the rear of it because it wasn't legal for the way they changed the rules. Right in his parents' basement.
Yeah. Just like in his basement?
But, like, it
was like a garage.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. So the house was above, and then you go down to the basement and everything like that, and that's where it is. So you guys ran against each other a lot. So as you said, the Sportsman Series. How long did you both do that for? When did you move up to what you were doing, and then?
Right. So, my deal's been pretty sporadic. 05, I raced full time.
Yep.
My first year back, I raced full time, and then we always get these crazy ideas. So then in 06, took the year off pretty much, except for the last couple weeks to tear the car apart again, to turn it into a past sportsman. Mm-hmm. And then in 07, we started racing past sportsman with my Camaro.
Yeah.
Realized that wasn't going to be the hot ticket.
A little outclassed.
Wanted to do something different, so we built the new car that we call Corruption.
Yeah.
That I have out back.
Gotcha.
And so 07 to 11 was past sportsman full time for me.
What about you? How about you, Quiet?
Holy cow. 07 and 08, I think. No, 2008 I went back to Bangor. Won the championship at Bangor in 08 and 09. So maybe just a little bit of 06 and then 07 in past sportsman.
So hit some of the local races and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, we bounced around at local track, Speedway and Unity, and down Star a little bit.
Yeah. So you guys, as I found out today, have a long fucking haul anywhere you guys want to go. I was surprised after doing this ride up here that you guys showed up at Waterford with your buddy. Honestly, you guys travel far away just to race anywhere and anywhere. We talked before we went live and everything that you guys are coming down to Claremont for that whole turkey derby enjoyment, stuff like that. But what I'm trying to get at is how do you guys make the rides work? I know I heard Waterford was eventful.
So obviously most of our teams race in the same classes a lot.
Yeah.
So all of our crew, we always race against.
Yeah.
So anytime we go out of town, it's always eventful because we end up bringing 3 or 4 drivers with us. So it's always just a weird situation. You know, when we went to Waterford, Bimbo was the car we went down and helped.
Yep.
And I race against Bimbo. Anthony races against Bimbo. You know, usually Jay's with us or someone else. And, you know, we all run in the same class. But when we go out of town, we always go to help each other.
Yeah. No, that's what I mean. Like, you guys have a tight-knit group, because if you told me we're going down to Waterford and I lived up here, I've been like, well, go Facebook Live for me, I guess.
Right. No, we've always traveled. We enjoy going out of town. It's funner for us, I think, to go show people from out of town that we can go and compete.
Yeah.
You know, and it's funner. You know, obviously one of my biggest wins has been Star. You know, I've been going to Star for 15 years now.
Took my money.
Yeah, took your money. Took everybody's money. That place owes me a lot of money, trust me. Still waiting on a rubber check, I think, from a long time ago. But I'll get called out on that one later. But now, you know, we've always loved going out of town. We love going to racing.
Yeah. No, that's what it's about. Like, it's cool to see people branch out from their local tracks to go down and race with us, because obviously, like, you might be like the people that no one knows, but obviously at a point of it, people do respect you for coming down and racing against us. I've always, when they did that whole NHSTRA thing, I was the only one traveling around to all the 4 tracks that I could actually race. Lee's its own ball field that I was never set up for. And even with that whole alliance where all the tracks were coming together, we still only had, you know, the locals showing up and everything like that. You went up to White Mountain and ran that big race. Yep. You go down to Oxford, but before there, where did you travel around to? I mean, you did the whole ACT tour, is it now?
That's where the confusion is a little bit.
Yeah,
the sportsmen's are.
Let's get into that.
So the sportsmen's are a hybrid.
Yeah.
Of what you would call them, like the limited sportsmen's at beach.
Oh, okay. So like down south, they have limited sportsmen.
Yeah,
it's like
they're like that. But you know, at the time, we were allowed full fiberglass bodies, and they weren't. They had to have a lot of steel panels. I think stock mount shocks they had to have then. We could run outboard shocks, and there were just a few differences.
Yeah.
I think they had a shorter, narrower track width and things like that.
Gotcha.
And so there that was the Sportsman deal. Yeah, they looked like this car here because we were allowed to run those bodies. I think
Gotcha.
it was like a 25-pound penalty for the roof or something.
Gotcha.
You know, so, but it started at a low enough base weight that a lot of the penalties were worth it.
Yeah.
You know, because it made things easier to work on.
Yeah.
You know, different, fabricated floorboards and firewalls. It was just worth it because you could actually work on the car.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we traveled around with that. We had more tracks in Maine then, of course.
Yeah.
Went up to Spud.
Yeah.
Bangor was the first ever past Sportsman race.
Well, that's cool.
Unity.
Oxford, Beach Ridge.
Wiscasset.
Was Unity? So
Paved.
it was pavement back in the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I was gonna say, I was like,
it was the end of it. Yeah, no, it was the end of it where the outside was faster.
Yeah.
The bottom had gotten so rough that you had to run
You just
the
didn't
outside.
want to touch
a lot
it.
like Bangor.
yeah.
Not just the bottom is flat at Bangor. That's why it doesn't work like
Gotcha.
other tracks.
Yeah, you couldn't stick to it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then it was just New Hampshire after that. Lee, White Mountain, Riverside,
Canaan.
and you went to Canaan. I went with you.
That's when it was pavement as well, right?
Yes, Canaan.
Anthony, you remember going to Canaan?
Yeah, have a good time.
How was that?
It wasn't that much fun.
Canaan was,
Sorry.
Hey, come on, tell the
it was
story.
It was fun.
Meaning what, like track wise, or
No, give
No,
him
it
the
must have
backstory.
been 2005, right?
it was 5.
And-
5 or 6.
Yeah.
Maybe 6, maybe.
I wasn't home very long. I
Yeah.
had just got home, and I don't even think my car was ready yet, so we went down there with him. It was kind of funny because he was sleeping on the couch in the trailer because we got there so early.
3 of us went down. We just loaded up the night before and said, we're going.
Yeah.
So we picked up a couch and a tent. And
oh,
steamed
just like
on-
I fucking do.
Yeah, steamed on down there the night before. We almost ran out of fuel, and I can't even pronounce the name we were in. I call it Coontacook, but apparently I've been told it's not Coontacook. I don't know, somewhere in New Hampshire. And,
Kentucket?
yes, there you go.
That's really how you say it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
CONTOO
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Kentucket.
Yeah, we butchered that.
Yeah. Well, I don't blame you. I don't even
That's
fucking. There's some places I can't even fucking pronounce, and I'm from there, so.
So we steamed on up past there once we found some diesel fuel and knew we were going to survive the night.
Yeah.
And we set up camp. We got to the racetrack, which was a, 13-hour ride, I think. And
Really?
Nah, it
felt
was,
like
Well, it shouldn't have been, but it
it's
was.
Canada.
Yeah.
Out west, but
Canada.
Anyways,
it
we-
was
we-
not near Canada if you're in New Hampshire.
it's
you know where
closer
we
to
live?
Vermont, right?
Huh?
We got people still coming in.
Oh, yeah, he's coming to get his,
Everyone's
he's coming to
in.
get his springs.
I have to pause this thing. So, anyways, it was a
you we
long
needed to
ride.
take
We got there. We set up. Yeah, we set up camp.
Yeah.
It was just the 3 of us that went. It was the night before the race. I took a couch. I slept in the trailer with the race car.
Yeah.
So the boy is back from Iraq for a couple weeks, and we took some.
Oh, that's what you meant by just home for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he just came back from a
No.
fucking race. Okay.
We took some fireworks with us.
I didn't know we had fireworks with us.
I didn't either at the point, but anyways.
Oh
Guy in
my
the corner,
fucking god.
he
I
lights
heard.
one off, right?
Yeah.
Shane's in the outhouse doing his business. And he shoots this bottle rocket across this whole parking lot, and this thing lands.
Hold on, you gotta get closer. These guys gotta hear this shit.
It lands, it skips once, and it goes under the outhouse and explodes. Well, he comes out through the outhouse, pants down and all. Thought he was still in Iraq getting blown up. Like,
Oh
literally.
my
Came
God.
out through
I
the
had
door.
a feeling where it
never
was
done it again.
going, but
It would never happen again. Like, I've never touched a firework since. His PTSD is.
tell him he was a piece of shit.
Nah. He knows. He apologized, but as he's laughing, it doesn't really mean a whole lot. You know what I mean? So
He doesn't mean shit.
that was a little rough.
Yeah. I thought you meant like home from like work or something and you guys went down. Not home from, I had a feeling where this fucking story was gonna go when they said you had fireworks. Working at Ruger, I worked with a bunch of vets that came back and fucking they didn't go to the fucking firework thing that they had there, so
Yeah.
I understand. Yeah.
A little rough.
Then The race itself was pretty fun.
Yeah,
too.
I thought you meant like the racing
No,
was
no.
a fucking shit show, not that.
I mean, they set up tent in the pits, and
Yeah.
of course, first thing in the morning, one of our buddies shows up and tries to run their tent over. They're in it sleeping. I'm in the trailer.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Big dog.
I'm in the trailer sound asleep. Someone opened up the door, told me to get up. I told them to shut the light off. I didn't know what was going on.
They're right in. If you open the side door on my trailer, there's 4 of them. I found another one too.
I'll bleep all this out. I'll just be a bunch of bleeps.
Oh really?
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm just
I was gonna say, huh?
we're live, man.
Hey, I ain't
He's
worried
just
about
pedaling pies.
Yeah, I know.
They make a living.
it. Just keep it. I think it was a 300 too that I found. Another new one in the box.
You want
So
food?
there's
You want
4.
food?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got food for you if you want.
Yeah, the white. Mine's the white one. I put it on that. Never mind the mess in there. All right. See ya.
So the Canaan race was decent.
Yeah. So our thought when we went to Canaan, because that was back when we had a stock. It was what we would call a street stock, but they called us Super Streets at Bangor. You know, square tube above the floors. It was a true Camaro off the street.
Stock with front and rear clap.
And we had taken it somewhere before that, and it didn't go very good. And so we said, Canaan. I bet those guys that beat us at this other track aren't going to go all the way out there. Let's go to Canaan. Well,
So you're talking about Claremont then?
no,
No, it's Canaan.
we had never been to Canaan.
No, meaning like
No, there was a race that was it at Beach Ridge? No, maybe Stock. I don't know.
It was probably stock.
Yeah, so
yeah, I mean these guys bounce
And
back
so,
in the
like-
day. They used to bounce around.
Yeah.
Canaan used to be a hot fucking ticket back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Well, they all showed up out there. There were a lot of good cars, and it ended up. It was mid pack, and this guy, I don't know, open helmet, beard out to here,
Big guy.
Kris-
Big guy.
filled up the cockpit of this
Yeah.
car, and Kris got into the back of him into this race, just
So,
square.
see, you gotta explain, okay? Here's the difference, okay?
you gotta get close to explain. They gotta hear you.
Speedway 95, where we race,
Yeah.
is a 2-groove track. True 2-groove track.
Okay.
Like, you run the outside or you run the bottom. You don't run in the middle. You don't chop down. You don't block people. That's the hardest thing for people to understand. And a lot of people get mad at people that come from Bangor, per se.
Yeah.
When you drive in under someone and, like, Star cuts down on you. Like,
Yeah.
they call them bottom feeders or whatever. But,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yep.
So, when you go to these New Hampshire tracks, you get run over a lot getting into the corner.
Yeah.
Like, I'm under you, dude, but you still come down over me.
Yeah.
So this,
I mean, it's not just you. It's anybody that races there locally.
absolutely.
It's just one of those things.
Right.
That's why some of the fucking tracks they don't even allow you guys fucking peep mirrors because
Right.
there's no reason for you to have a peep mirror if all we're gonna see is your fucking eyes in it and you're not looking forward. You know what I mean? So continue. Sorry, I was just
right. So I was working this fella
yeah.
for a number of laps, and he just kept driving over my fender and driving over my fender. So finally, I decided to grow a pair of balls. Like, I don't normally have issues with
This is
people.
Canaan.
This is Canaan.
Okay.
So we went through 1 and 2, and I start turning this guy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm dumping your ass, right? We come out of turn 2. We're going down the back stretch, and this fella is facing the front stretch. He is flipping me off out the window and still driving down the back stretch. And I'm like, that's pretty good. I
What a
wanna go.
win!
So you win, dude.
We'll just stay back here.
Yeah, I'm going to just stay behind you. You're wheeling a lot better than I am. But
See, Anthony, all you had to do was flip him off.
so,
That's all it takes.
so after the race, I come in. It was towards the end.
Yeah.
I had a crate motor at the time, and I think I pumped.
Not a crate like we have now.
No, these were like the 290 trap
Right.
crates.
Yeah.
That I had at like 390 degrees. It pumped all the water out on lap 2. Like, when I came in, it never even shut off. Like, I shut the car off, it kept running. So it was on fire.
She was running.
So I'm ripping the net down. Like, I'm going to say something to this guy, and this guy is sitting in my window. Nope. I'm like, let me out of the car. He's like, nope. You don't need to go over there. I'm like, let me out of the car. He's like, nope. And then I see the guy get out of the car. He is 2 feet taller than this guy and about 200 pounds more, and I said, I'm going to stay in the car. This dude, he won. He's good.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say nothing. I am out of my element here. We're going to go home. So that was we went to
I hope I find that guy. I hope he's still around. I hope to get a.
Every once in a while, we feel like we've seen him.
We
He's
see his name pop
like
up. I think.
camo car or something. Yeah. I feel like we've seen him.
I
again,
guess we'll
but-
talk about it after we get done with this stuff, and we can figure it out from
I
there.
think we went to Canaan twice.
Yeah.
I think the first time we put like 4 cars through their tech garage in practice.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Like, I don't know how or why, but there was literally cars going off the racetrack through the tech garage.
They jumped the banking.
They jumped
over
the
in 3 and
little
4.
tire wall and
Holy
went through the
fuck.
garage. And then the second time was when we ended up with issues. So it's kind of nice to see, I guess, see the racetrack go away.
So, Canaan was eventful for
Canaan
you
was
guys.
eventful.
I
She
mean,
ran the
was
dirt
that
track.
the only time that you guys went?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, shit, what a fucking first impression. I mean,
Yeah.
Went away.
But a cool place, though.
yeah, no, it's definitely
Track.
a cool fucking place.
It reminded me a lot of Unity.
Yeah,
You know, longer straightaway, those tiny corners.
yeah. No, that was that's why I wanted to know how your guys' event was there, because that place is a tight, long straightaway. But like as you said, those corners are real fucking tight and shit like that. So,
Oh, yeah.
so moving on from that, that was what year was that? 05?
Yeah.
Probably 05, 06.
Yeah. So 07, what'd you do?
07,
Did you
I
join the
ran-
tour with him?
I ran the pass.
Because
tour
you
in
didn't want to
07.
message me back, so I would know this, but
Well, which one of your burner accounts?
I know exactly. If people stop
I
fucking,
messaged 5 of them in a
Yeah, I
row.
know,
got
I
no
know.
answers.
I know.
So,
But, so-
yeah, 07 we ran the pass tour together. I think all
Yeah.
year long.
Yeah. So how was that? How was 07 for you guys?
It was solid. We didn't set the world on fire by
Yeah.
any means. You went really well at Star.
Yeah, I had a couple tracks that I went well in, and he had his. He likes the
Beechridge.
Beechridge and Oxford.
For points.
Yeah.
All that. I had a little bit of the new car blues.
Yeah,
First
oh,
week
yeah.
out, tore it up. First practice. Fixed it.
Might
Actually,
as well if I can use it up a little
yeah.
bit. Before you
Kind of
get
broke my heart
comfortable.
ripping the fender off it in practice.
Jesus.
But but our second race out with that
Yeah.
car, it was at Unity, and we rolled through the tech garage. And my brother, he's pretty smart and did all my shock work and bump stop package in the front.
Yeah, that's one person I'm surprised is not here.
Yeah,
I met him at
he's pretty camera
Oxford,
shy.
but
I tried getting him to come.
oh yeah,
And so he had I think we had a couple weeks after the Bangor race to go test and got ready for Unity. And we show up to go through pre-race tech at Unity. Scott Reed looks at this car and says, "Bump stops. I'll be looking to laugh at you guys later." I thought, wow, that's cool. And we went out and actually won the race. It was the second time ever with the car.
yeah, that's
My
not
brother
bad at
had a
all.
few things to say to Scott after the race. Let him know what he thought about his bump stop package. But yeah, no, that was one of my favorite wins. We had never won at Unity before.
Well, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a really good statement point. I know, when I was talking to Connor, who is a good friend of yours as well,
yeah.
he said that your brother just focuses on the setup and stuff like that. So as I said, I'm surprised he's not here to talk about all that stuff and everything. But second time out there, I mean, he knows what the fuck he's doing. I mean, had a whole tech official telling him, "Fuck, I'm gonna laugh at you later." I would love to be at that fucking conversation. I know that. You know what I mean? So, you were there as well. You were racing with?
Nope, not that year. I went back to Bangor.
You went back to Bangor full time,
I
running
decided
what?
I couldn't. I ran my Super Street back in Bangor.
Yeah,
Decided I couldn't compete with the tube cars, and just stayed close to home.
yeah.
Was that 08 or
That was
09?
all 08.
Yeah.
So how was it at Bangor then?
We won the championship with Bangor in 08.
Oh, okay. So yeah, what a shitty fucking year, huh?
Horrible.
Come
Horrible.
on, man. I wish I could win as many races as you and not give a shit about it.
You know, we
Oh,
just
he
like
does.
him.
He does, but he fucking puts on a persona that he's like,
No, right. He's not good about telling you how good he is. He won't admit it.
I'm not good. I just get to hold the wheel. I got good help.
like when I showed up, you said that you guys are humble guys, and I respect you guys for that. But if you go, you can't tell me that it was like, you like how you put it as was like, oh, I was there, I was hanging out, but not like that you won a fucking championship. You know what I mean?
So
That's two different fucking things. You know what I mean?
Not with him, it's not.
I feel like we should get a picture of each of those years. There must be some around here from all of them.
We can. We'll put it up with this stuff. And I mean, you guys been doing it for 20 years. So, 08, you won the championship.
Yep.
So, who is your biggest rival that year?
Jeez.
Help.
Yeah, who?
08?
Yeah.
08.
Long time ago. Jeez, I mean.
Well, we don't have to. Like, when you ran at Bangor, what was one of the guys that was always nipping at the heels or giving you a run for your money and stuff like that? So, I bet there was a lot of fucking people, you know what I mean? He gave me a guy that I can't remember the name, but he'll tell me shortly. But
when I lost in 05 to Dean Smart.
well, no, that's Dean Smart, but you said you used to go 3 wide with this guy in practice.
Oh, Dan. Yeah.
Maybe Smoking Joe or...
Yeah, you know, back then we ran with Dean Smart, Joe Legier, Stevie Moulton, Stevie Kimball, sorry.
Was it DJ racing?
DJ Moody.
I hope pick it up.
Huge fans over there. Hope he picked it up, he says.
I don't know. We'll find out later.
You know, John Clow.
I ain't got no fucking ears on, so.
Johnny Clow ran with us quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then I just went back to Bangor again in 09.
Yeah.
Didn't have any plans to travel and ended up winning the championship again.
Oh, so 2 years back to back.
2 years back to back.
Fucking nothing.
It's a big deal.
Was 09 Bangor and Unity, though?
Yeah.
All right, so you won 2 championships?
Yeah. So 2009 we ran Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday.
Yeah.
So Friday night we were at Unity,
Yeah.
Saturday night we were at Bangor, Sunday we drove all the way to Spud, which is 3 hours north of us.
Yeah, so like how people did it back in the day, it was Lee Speedway Friday, they go to Star. Saturday, and then they'd shoot up to
Hudson or Claremont,
Hudson, Claremont, anybody that was running on Sunday,
right?
Or it'd be Lee again on Friday night, and then they shoot up to fucking White Mountain, and then they come back down for Hudson. So
right. See, we
don't totally understand that.
Yeah, we don't have the NASCAR affiliation up here in Maine. Beach Ridge did for a while. But, you know, it would have been interesting back then to see how we fared against the points, you know, those guys.
Yeah.
You know, like you guys in New Hampshire have 6 tracks you can go run 4 times a week, so you get big points. You know, that would have been really cool. So we did.
Do you want to know what you went off of those? Like if you were in the street stock, 2nd division?
No idea.
No idea. So I have a buddy named David Greenslet. He won it last year, and he got a trophy, a nice trophy, and that was it. Thanks for winning this 2nd division fucking NASCAR.
That's what we get. That's what we get at our home track. Trophy. So.
Yeah, but like first place paid out $50,000 to the winner, and in Division 1. So in Division 2, they thought they would get at least maybe a Dairy Queen coupon or fucking something. You know what I mean? So when he just got that, I remember talking to him, and he was like, but he did it again this year. So I mean. No, people respect your grind. I mean, more power to you, man. When I was doing the 3 tracks, I was burnt out halfway through the season, 2 wrecked cars, and I'm like, well, do we cut the clip off of this one, or what do we do? You know what I mean? So
no, I ran the same car all 3. We did have one motor failure towards the end of it. I ended up going up to Spud for a week. We ended up breaking an engine there.
Yeah.
And luckily I had a guy nice enough to let me borrow a car for the night. To keep our points, but we ended up winning the championship at Bangor, the championship at Unity, and I finished 2nd in the late model class at Spud.
Yeah.
Which is a class op, which runs bigger tire and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of work, a lot of travel, hard on everybody, relationships, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we had fun, you know, but that's how, when you ask how many wins you have, it's like, holy crap, dude, you know, we travel a lot and trying to remember.
No, I get
the
it.
races, you know.
We're just trying to do something for the people that watch every week.
He's our Richard Petty.
Listen, I mean.
I'll be Kenny Schrader when I get older.
I'm serious. I mean, he's only not racing one race because they don't have a damn track out there. There's not one track, so. Talking about Kenny Schrader, so.
Right.
I mean, more power to you. Are we still live? You still doing good? All right, we're still doing good.
How's the Wi-Fi is still working?
Yeah, hopefully.
It's just a lot of.
Yeah. Pretty spotty.
Hopefully it's decent. We'll probably have a like next time that next time the podcast happens, I'll have a decent setup and we'll go from there. But so that was what 08, 09.
08, 09.
08, 09. So 2010. Where were you?
Pastor.
Pastor still. Okay, yeah, because you said that you did it until 2011.
11, yeah.
Yeah. So how was that?
10 must have been a down year. I don't remember much.
That's the best way to go about it.
Yeah. Well, I just think we did the regular tour races. I think we were probably 8.
Yeah.
And I don't recall anything major happening that year.
How about you? We're gonna go bounce. We're gonna bounce. So,
No, I actually I got out of full time racing. Got hooked up with my crew chief. Now we ended up building a vintage car, and we did a bunch
That's
of
a different
vintage
route.
racing.
That's a different route.
Toured around with that. Just
So-
had a good time.
so back then, was vintage racing actually like vintage racing like it is today,
So, a
or
lot
were
of
you guys
people-
going all out?
No, a lot of people get confused about this because there is obviously some vintage classes that pick winners.
Exactly.
Right,
That's what I'm asking.
So back when I started, they had gotten past the pick a winner thing.
Yeah.
Basically, what we went to for a rule package was you could have 2 wins a year.
Gotcha.
So let's say if you went to Bangor and you wanted to win at Bangor, you went as hard as you wanted to win.
Gotcha. Yep.
So they didn't per se pick a winner.
Yeah.
But you were allowed 2 wins, 2 seconds, 2/3.
Yeah, which I get. I mean, I understand why they do it because,
Well, you
I mean, you can't really find these cars fucking just laying around. You know what I
Be
mean?
careful because these
Yeah.
things, they're fast.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them are full blown modified.
Yeah.
And it does not take much to jump a wheel and wreck a lot
Yeah.
of stuff.
I watched it at.
And we're not getting paid when we go do this.
Yeah.
So, we're just getting allowed in for free.
Yeah.
There's no paychecks, anything
Yeah.
like that. So
So like when we were up at the Oxford 250, they had that stuff, and I watched that happen.
Yep.
Watched the old fucking. Oh boy, what was it? I think it was like a Chevelle or something like that. Big boat just went off, and I was like, "Oh boy, that's a lot to fix." And it hit a 1939 coupe, which you're not gonna find anywhere. So I get why they do it.
Yep.
So I just wanted to see if it was still the same thing back then or anything like that, because as is, it's a good thing to see like these cars still around, because I know a couple buddies up at Claremont that still have their race car that they used to race.
original
And,
one,
yeah, exactly. Or they just restored it and they're just going to bring it out and stuff like that and ride around and shit like that. So that'll be decent.
Yep.
So when did you get into a modified? Was that like recently, or was that back then?
It was back probably 2015-ish.
All right, we'll get to that then. So 2000. What years did you take off? Was it 11?
No, 11 I raced full-time for points.
Full time for points.
12, 13, and 14 I was off.
Okay, yep. So you were still racing then, right?
Yep. We went to a sportsman car at that point, got a tube chassis car like Shane had built.
Yeah.
Picked that up down in Connecticut, brought it home, and actually picked up 2 of them at the same time. We kind of pulled one out, decided we were going to try to run that.
Yeah.
Ran a little bit with the sportsman class at Bangor, won a couple races, and then pulled the other car out, wanted to see how that went, and
Dog it.
we're going to knock her mic down. And we pulled out this car. We call it Twisted Sister now. It doesn't have a straight pipe in it. The thing has been... It came from Thompson. the guys...
Who'd you buy it off of?
So there's a thing down there called the racing school at that time.
Yeah.
And,
Jesus.
They had it, they had it as their...
Test car?
No, it was like a shop car. So if one of the guys wanted to go run...
Yeah, so it was like...
As twisted as it is, no one
Yeah.
drove what they were doing.
So if the drivers wanted to race, they could take this car and go race a regular division.
Okay, yep.
So my crew chief at the time, he wheeled and dealed, ended up with the car, brought it up. There was not a straight pipe in this thing, and I swear to God, we won more cars with this race. Like, we would call the racing school and stuff and be like, "You want the car back?" And they're like, "No." They were mad.
Yeah.
Like, we still rip the guy today when we see him, being like, "You want that? Buy that back?" You know.
You still have it?
I still have the car.
Holy shit!
That's the only car that does not owe me a penny. Like, we counted the win stickers on it, and there was 48 wins on that car.
Holy shit!
And I raced it probably 4 years, 5 years, maybe.
Not that long.
Wasn't much.
I mean, just twisted just right. Then, huh?
So I had.
How many wins?
Yeah, we won 2 championships with that car, and then we won 1 at Unity with it.
No, okay, so that's.
It's a good car.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's a couple stories out there on the media about that kind of stuff. Like, Dale Earnhardt Jr. talked about the red-headed car that was twisted to shit, but they still won with the fucking thing. So they're like, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's kind of that shit.
100%.
Yeah. So
And these are the reasons why I wanted to interview with someone else. All these wins and championships.
well, I know, but you took time off for personal reasons, and that's what it is. I mean, it is what it is.
I just think it's cool because I think I'm pretty blessed. Anthony's gonna whine and cry about this one, but between him and Connor, I think they're 2 of the best drivers that I know in this area.
Connor who?
McDougal. He's unbelievable.
No, I know Connor. He's a hack.
So-
he's a fucking hack.
Like these 2 together.
I know he's watching, so hack.
I enjoy so
No, I'm
much.
just kidding.
Right, I'm just saying, I enjoy so much going anywhere with them.
Yeah.
Because you always know you're going to have a great time. You're going to be competitive. And,
Yeah.
And there's nothing left on the table.
I still give him shit because he was winning a big late model race at Star, and then his right rear turned into a basketball tire, and he came in second. And I was like, oh no, street stock. And I was like,
Yeah, I was
like, way to go, basketball. So
Yeah.
every time I see him, I'll give him shit for that. So.
That's a
No, he's a
subject on
good
that one.
What do you mean?
Help on that one. He didn't exactly lose on his own.
The time the 90 drove through.
So I was a little upset about him losing that one. But hey, take your plate.
Coming back.
He's grabbing his water.
Oh, grabbing your water.
So who's this little one's name?
This is Bentley.
Bentley?
He's my youngest. Yep.
You gonna race like your dad?
I've already started to race go-karts.
Have you? Where do you race?
Speedway 95.
Oh, so they have a go-kart program over there. Oh, that's cool. I mean, you're gonna learn a lot for rear-wheel drive when you get out of that.
Yeah. We're gonna
put you in Chris's car because he's getting old. You know that. So that's cool. I mean, like I have a kid on the way, a little son on the way. So that's cool to see, and hopefully I can do the same thing if the old lady allows me. But
do it, and then
yeah. No, I already showed her the blueprints for the go kart, so I was like, oh, you ain't got
show up with it. Just show up with it.
yeah, I hear you. So that's cool. So you got more feature wins than your dad yet, or what?
No.
No, not yet.
He's working.
I'm giving him a couple years.
Yeah, it's true.
So I mean, that's cool. So 15 you were on or off?
15 I raced
On.
Sportsman at Bangor.
Yeah, so you went back local. You got off the Sportsman Tour in 11.
Yeah, 11 we raced. 11 was one of my most fun years, but also disappointing. Second time I got second in points.
Yeah.
Kerry Martin was always a lot of fun to race with. And just a competitor everywhere he went. I was a fan of his until I moved up to race against him, and then it's kind of hoping you can beat him, one of them deals.
Yeah.
But 11 was a really good year for us. We won at Beech Ridge and we won at Lee, and we got second at White Mountain to start the season. So there's some really cool pictures of that one with I know he's just send it to the
Group chat later.
yeah, exactly.
You guys got a whole group chat going.
We're gonna start our own podcast.
You should. You should.
Yeah.
You should. You guys are a lot closer to the wheelmen that are up here than I am. So.
Oh, we want to cover politics and
Yeah, we're gonna cover everything.
home
Relationships,
yeah,
home life,
owning your own business.
businesses, race cars.
Venture
Actually, we
out.
don't talk about race cars much.
A little bit.
In the group chat? Is that what you guys talking about?
Don't go down that road. Don't go down that road.
Well, we're not going down that road. No, we're moving forward.
Family friendly.
2015.
It's not, but we're not getting into that. So 15, You went back to Bangor. What you run there?
I was able to race my sportsman car at Bangor in the sportsman division there.
Gotcha.
And just had to make some little changes. They had a little bit different rules package.
Yep.
But finally got the monkey off my back and won a championship.
That's good.
Mike was my head man then. He used to kick our ass in the street stock every week.
Yeah.
And so I finally recruited him onto my team. Met him and Davey, and we raced full time in the sportsman division at Bangor. My brother was helping Brenton Parrott that year.
Oh, okay, yep.
And with the late model, and so they had a lot more work to do.
Yeah.
I feel like corruption, we kind of just took it home, tinkered with it, made sure it was ready to race again, and went back to race again the next week because Eric had that thing going pretty good before that.
So you ran a mod too?
Yeah.
Or did you run 2 cars that year?
No,
because like when we first talked, you said you ran a mod, so I was like,
yeah, no, I didn't race Bangor in, I don't think 15. I don't think we ran together.
Shut the door.
In the sportsman class again. I ended up buying an SK mod for down in Connecticut.
yeah,
And
seek and kill.
yeah, Seek and Kill.
Good name for it. That's what they call them down there. So
No, I messed around with that a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, stayed close to home a little bit. Had a lot of personal stuff going on that year.
Yeah.
And just messed around with an SK model a little bit.
yeah.
We're
So-
trying to get him to race it again. We would.
Well, he's been talking about it, so hopefully,
I'd never really been around it until we went to Waterford.
yeah.
And standing on that fence watching those guys race, I'd love to see him do that.
Oh yeah.
I would love to see
Run
him.
against
Hands down, one of
fucking
the
Todd Owens and all those guys. I mean, Keith Rocco. I mean, those guys are no slouches either. I mean, they they are competitors, and
Yeah,
if you learn at least one thing off of it, it was a good fucking day. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that was a good race. You guys were there too at Waterford.
Yeah.
But so 16, we'll get to all that. So 16. What did you guys do?
16,
We're just gonna go through all the years.
Yeah,
I mean, you guys have been doing it for 20.
I ran my SK again.
Yeah.
A bunch at Waterford.
Yeah.
I think we made 7, 8 trips down. It rained for 6 of them. I'm pretty sure that's why they call it Waterford, because it rains a lot.
No, it's a whole fucking.
Yeah.
They used to race boats on it.
Yeah, so every time we get there, it would rain and they cancel and we drive home. 6 hours later.
Yeah.
But I did that, and then I ran my sportsman at Unity in 16.
Yeah.
And ended up finishing another championship down there.
So you got an SK championship down there?
No, my sportsman car at Unity.
Oh,
Not
okay,
the
sorry.
SK.
Oh, okay.
I got a lot to learn in that. I mean, a lot.
Not used to.
What's going on here?
I don't know. My whole family wants to come in. They're all right. Oh no, she wears the vest. I don't want her to get shot.
And
not a moose.
also, I think I know what she's coming in here for, to ask if she can walk the dog.
Maybe.
She's all right.
Probably. I don't know. So, so what'd you do in 16?
Nothing.
So you took that year off?
Nothing.
Yeah, I bought a street stock. Actually, no. At the time, it
Oh, was
on-
that the fucking street stock we talked about?
Yeah, Brenton.
Oh, okay.
Brenton
Yeah.
bought it. He
Yeah.
said, "Here, why don't you use this thing?" And it was a pile. It was bad. And so,
What was wrong with it?
what wasn't? It just needed a lot of work. And so, I never really got it out in 16.
Anthony's gonna make an appearance again. Nope, nope, never mind.
I'll stay
He's
on
going the other way.
Yeah, cool.
It took
Continue.
took some time. What do you got? Take a leak?
Oh, it's crooked. Look at that.
Oh yeah. Now it's now crooked the other way. There you go.
So go ahead. Sorry.
No, just took some time to go through the car and fix it. It needed front clip, rear clip. Ended up buying the car off him because I got it cheap enough that it was worth it to fix it up.
Yeah.
Went through it and didn't race it until the end of 17 for the actual final ever Unity Long John street stock race.
So
On
Unity
pavement.
closed in 2017.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna come back.
I've been there like once or twice, so I don't know when it ended, when it started, all that stuff. I'm glad it's coming back, obviously.
Yeah.
So 16, 17, what'd you do?
16, I ended up getting in the seat for street stock. Actually racing against Shane again for his engine builder.
Yeah.
Bernie bought a car and was looking for a driver, so I ended up driving that a couple times. Just probably 3-4 times. It wasn't a lot.
Yeah. So 15, you won a championship with your street stock? Sportsman. Okay, so what was the year that you came out with that orange streeter that I see pictures of you winning?
So
and
that's
all that
actually
stuff? What year was that?
That was 2020 when it was orange.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it's the same car that from 2019.
Okay.
It just had the red throwback body to my dad's car when he used to race.
Gotcha.
And so I raced that in 19 at Bangor sporadically. Yeah. Did pretty well with it. Was happy with it. And then decided with the short season in 20 that we'd want to try to race for points again.
So who won the championship between them?
Can you really you gonna ask who?
Because I wanted to get him. Can you get closer, please?
Sorry.
Please.
I'll move over.
No, there you go. no. I just want people to hear you.
Chris,
I just want people to hear you, just like that.
I don't want to hear nothing I got to say.
No, I mean, so 2020, you guys raced against each other.
We had a great...
So
2020
my biggest question is, how is the shop life after you guys are racing against each other, but you guys are friends?
Oh, yeah.
So... were you guys friends off the track, on the track? Fucking.
Oh,
did you guys fucking like right. No? Like today, I see people like fucking doing their little marker thing on their fucking shock placement in the front and trying to hide shit and shit like that. Were you guys open book to each other, tell each other like what was going on and everything?
We talk about 07, 08. I was his setup man.
Yeah.
I worked on his car, you know.
Yep.
But you talk about the early years. When he came 05, you know, I'd been doing it a couple years.
Yep.
It was his first time in it. I'm like, well, I got to beat this guy. He's a rookie. You know, yeah, we're friends, but I want to do better than him.
Yeah.
06 and 07, 08, I helped him a ton with his leaf spring car. You know, that was what I did. I worked out of his mother's garage. Always worked on setting up cars for him.
Yep.
And then it kind of, as you get older, a lot of that selfishness goes away.
Yeah.
And now you just want the absolute best for your friends.
Yeah, at least someone, as long as someone's holding it, you're happy.
And so in 2020, obviously, yeah, I wanted to win every race, or I wanted to win the championship. But to lose to him, how the hell could you ever be upset?
Yeah. No. I didn't mean it like that. I meant like you guys were like open book with setups and shit like that, because there's a lot of secretive people out there that...
No, we bounce stuff off each
other.
other.
Yeah. Like, I'm the same way. Like, even when I first started, I was like, if you need help with a fucking setup, just let me know. I'll tell you what to do, or be in a ballpark of it. I'm not going to tell you everything. Or
no, I mean, I drove Bernie's car, and Bernie ended up selling the car, and it ended up with Dean Smart. I drove it for them a couple times, and then we ended up, 2020, we bought our own car. Me and my crew chief bought a car together.
Yeah. So was that the guy that was with you at Star?
Yeah, the older fellow. Yep.
Okay, yep. We'll get his name in sometime.
Yeah, his name's Timmy Reynolds. Buzz. One of my best friends.
Yeah.
Anyways, so COVID hit, obviously.
Yeah.
Slowed the year down.
Yeah.
And if Speedway had started when they were supposed to, like the championship, Shane would have walked away with it. Unfortunately for us,
we'll get into that.
Unfortunately for us, the season in 2020 started late.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't start until what, June, July-ish?
Been wondering what the fuck he's been doing over there.
So it was like the 1st of July, and we ended up buying a car like a week and a half, 2 weeks before the season.
Yeah, not long.
It was like right before the season started.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason we raced a full year.
Yeah.
Like, if the year started when it was supposed to, Shane would have walked away with the championship. No problem. But unfortunately for him, you know, we bought a car and we ran every week with him. You know?
Yeah.
Probably the funnest and the worst year ever in my life. You don't want to race your best friend in points at all.
Yeah.
Points suck to begin with, but when you're racing your best friend, that's really hard too.
Yeah, did you guys ever have any scuff ups out there?
No, Kris, you could fit another car between us and both times.
But that's the thing about Bangor, though, is that we
well, like you guys said,
the bottom groove or the outside groove, you can
what?
The point of him.
So he spins Anthony out. He stays off him.
He's not a best friend.
Good.
He's not a best friend.
But like at Bangor, you've got your 2 lanes.
Yeah.
Short of trying to get to the bottom because somebody on the outside's holding you up. Yeah. The bottom's pretty much open if you can make it work.
Right.
Yeah.
And
So obviously being 2-lane track, we could run and we would never have.
Yeah.
You know, if he would win, I'd be like 4th. If I'd win, he'd end up coming from the back to fourth. Like, we never really got to battle for the year.
We got on off cycles, and that was 2019 and 2020 at Bangor were some of their best years, where the lowest car count we had once was 19.
Right. That's fucking good.
Every other year, every other week, we had 3 heat races.
25, 26 guys.
The only heat race we were ever in the same heat race was the championship night. You know what I mean?
They wanted to make it interesting.
Yeah. And,
so he was going to fucking have a long night at the fucking shop.
Like, once you get on the off schedule of starting in the back, and it just, you know,
so you mean like you guys had a handicap up there?
Yes. So top 3 from the fall or from previous week start at the rear.
Oh, so top 3, not the winner.
Right. Top 3.
Take notes. I want to see that shit.
And we didn't have anybody in those years win that got top 3 prior.
Gotcha.
The best any of us did was second or third if they won the week before.
Right.
So you always stayed on the opposite cycle. He won opening night. I won the second night. Right. And then from there we kind of
just back and forth.
Back and forth.
Yep. I think we had 11 races.
11 plus the Ike. Yeah.
I ended up with 3. You ended up with 3. We had one guy with 2. Or no, nobody. Everybody else just had one win.
Just ones on the others. But
so we were the only ones to actually win more than one race that year.
Yeah. And then the Ike, he led the first 40. I led the second 40, and then we both had issues.
Yeah. My distributor broke.
I had a flat right front. So it was just the year worked out like it really should have.
Yeah.
You know, it was great. My Bentley was right there every week, and he just loves it. And
that's cool. That's good.
That to me, that's really a lot of fun.
Yeah, no. Like even with this stuff, like when I have my kid, he's gonna be at the track, and within the years, like I'm not gonna bring him when he's like 6 months old, like my old man did. I was a week old, and I was sitting in the stands while he won a championship. You know what I mean? So like, yeah. So I mean, I'm an August kid, so it was still warm by that time, but you get what I mean. Like, by the time when it gets cold, I'm not going to bring him, but he's going to be around a lot of racing and stuff like that. Like, half of the people that he's going to meet is going to be just people that he met from the track and stuff like that. So,
and that's what's happening with him, with the go-karts. His Timmy's grandson and Bentley have become good friends.
Okay.
And some other kids that he was up, they were already friends with, so creating those relationships already.
Yeah, already from the beginning. I mean, if I could remember who I used to run against when I was a kid at Sugar Hill, I would be astonished. But I don't remember anyone. You know what I mean? I was just so young, and I was just there, but we didn't really make any friends. We were just there, raced, went home, and good like that, and call it good. So 2021 rolls around. You go into a fucking that beautiful piece over there.
Yeah, that's about all it's got going for it.
Yeah.
It looks good.
I mean, it wasn't a bad...
You shut it.
It wasn't bad. If you didn't get caught up in that fucking bullshit at Oxford, you had a good fucking chance.
We weren't very good. Well, let's just call a spade a spade.
Okay, well, I mean, you're the car owner.
We struggled. We had a hope to have more time.
Yeah.
But...
can't really kick yourself for being your first race, beating the Oxford 250.
Yeah, eggshell. You know. Did you see me go off at 3?
No, it was a struggle, but it was definitely a lifelong goal achievement that, I guess I'm proud of that and proud of how we got the car.
So was the Oxford 250 your first start with this car?
No, so we went for the qualifier. There was a 100-lap qualifier.
So... Okay, that's where Neil and Monster trucked your shit.
Yeah, I got tore up. Let's just call it that.
Monster trucked you.
Yeah.
No. I'm friends with Derek. He don't give a shit. Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah. So what that did was set us back, because that was 4 weeks before the 250.
Yeah.
And our intent was to race those 4 weeks.
Yeah.
But when we got tore up, I had to take the whole body back off it.
Got 2 brand new doors from someone.
All the actually, Connor kind of shorted me on that one. Each door is about $150.
Oh my God, you lying son of a bitch!
Nah, I'm just giving you. So no, it took a little while to get it back together again.
Yeah.
And I think we tested once though, right before the 250, just to make sure.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you guys were already behind the 8 ball, so I mean.
12 feature laps. That's all I had him under my belt.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
So
I wasn't there for that. I just saw the photos. And I was like, fucking holy shit.
Yeah, these guys were all back at Bangor racing.
Yeah. So
and they about had a
we got to get into that. How did you fucking? What was going through your mind? Were you just looking forward still when all that happened, when the wreck happened, or fucking?
Yeah, it was. I saw Alan Wilson spun out.
Yeah.
Well, actually, let me back up. I saw Barry Poulin, because you know how those cars are.
Yeah,
the spoilers 45 inches in the air by the time the nose is down.
Literally.
And so you're just all in a line.
Yep.
And everybody's on the curb. Everybody's on the curb. The next thing I know, I see Poulin move up half a groove, and I thought, well, that's weird. Oh, that's why, because Alan Wilson's sitting in the middle of the track, and he tried to go around him to the outside.
Sorry, I'm laughing.
And I tried to kind of go down below and stop at the same time. Stopping wasn't the answer.
Yep.
The pass scoring system promotes that, though. You've got to race ahead.
Yep.
And, you know, the whole 20-year deals at Bangor, they back up, whether you've almost... And if you're in turn 4, that lap doesn't count at all, and then you go back a whole nother lap.
Yeah.
So a caution comes out, you can stop, and that's your position. And so in your brain, you're like, all right, I'm just going to try to avoid Alan Wilson. I'm going to try to get this thing stopped and see what happens. And then you've got other guys that are like, well, I can gain a bunch of spots right now.
I get it.
I pass these guys under caution. So, what's he taking a picture of?
Got my phone to work.
No. If you stand over by the door. Well, don't be sucking all the Wi-Fi, because then we'll get booted.
Crash that.
Oh, good.
You ain't gonna be able to
Look
spell
at
it
that.
anyways.
I'm fucking special.
Is your wife, speaking of your wife, she home?
No.
So, no, we never talked about it when I first met you at Oxford, because I was like, we're not even going to talk about that. You got enough on your fucking mind that we're not even going to touch on that subject. But while the season winds down and it's off season, obviously now, I wanted to touch on it to be like, what happened. I mean, all I saw was pictures. I didn't watch the live feed. I didn't watch nothing. So
I've watched the video. Somebody has a video from turn 1 that they, and I bet I've watched that 100 times. And yeah, just let her in. She's fine. And so part of my thing is I underreacted to the situation.
Yeah.
You know, in my mind, I didn't feel like I could jump the curb to get away from it.
I wouldn't either.
Right, but looking back, I definitely jumped that curb now.
Yeah.
If I could have tried to go even lower than I did.
Gotcha.
No, just say put your Kris hat on.
He's not.
Where'd he go?
He has to go to the bathroom.
Oh,
He's right here.
That makes sense.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's Anthony.
I can't race. That's the heat race hero. I'm a heat race hero, is all I know. That's why you don't agree with me.
So,
Race is gonna be 4 next year.
what is the biggest? I mean, Kris isn't here, so we'll fucking skip over him.
No, you got to get it, because I heard
You gotta
biggest.
wait for him. He wins all the races.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus. I don't mean to beat you down like these guys, but what was the biggest thing you learned from fucking switching over to this? I mean, it's a whole different fucking ball.
Biggest thing I learned is what a challenge it would be. In my mind,
Challenge for what?
other forms of racing that I've done as far as other levels of racing.
Gotcha.
You know, like I said, corruption, instant success.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
car went great.
Yeah.
And the street stock. You know, we did the street stock come out and the thing was really fast, right? You know, just minor work on it.
Yeah.
And so the biggest thing I learned was I knew it would be tough. I never imagined it would be as challenging as it is.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, from every aspect, learning Oxford, driving the car, and then set up shock packages is way more difficult than I ever thought it would be.
So do you? So like with this year, did you talk to some of the guys that were being successful to try to get some insights, like Derek Griffith, Johnny Clark, Ben Rowe, any of those guys, or?
I did not. So what happened was my thought was
Bentley's in on it.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yeah, sit down,
Kris
man.
doesn't want me to
You're
sit on
in
top
on
of
it.
it. You're close enough. My thought was Jeff Taylor's the king of Oxford.
Yeah.
Most championships and lots of wins. And I said, I'm just going to get a distance car and have him do the work for me, set it up, and do all that. And
Gotcha.
so he's been my #1 resource, and he's been incredibly helpful.
Yep.
You know, when I banged the car up, I brought it back to him. I think he was as upset as we were, you know, and everybody came together and helped me fixing the car. All these guys gave me money. Everybody in this room helped fix this car.
Yeah.
Even after I wrecked it in 12 laps, everybody here helped fix that car. Jeff did the work. and just he's been my, Fairfield's about 45 minutes, hour from here. I'll get out of work at 4 o'clock. I'll drive down. I'll take a notebook. We'll talk. We'll think about ideas to do with the car. And that's been my resource. Johnny and them guys run Port City stuff. It's different.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Other guys, that have it figured out probably don't want to tell you why they figured it out or how they figured it out.
Yep.
And so, Jeff's my ride or die, really, because, he even coaches me on different ways to drive the car, to help with what he does for a setup. So.
No, I understand. No, I just wanted to see if there was anybody that came over to you and helped you out with anything, like the lower divisions and stuff like that. We all help each other out, trying to figure out
No,
shit that's going on.
Not yet, because you have to think about it. I'm an outsider.
Well, no, I get
Oxford.
it. I get it.
And our plan is next year to show up with anything that we need for that car in our own trailer, because they don't sell parts there.
Yeah.
And I don't have any friends there.
Yeah.
So as long as we can be prepared and be ready to race every week, that's our number one objective.
Get you.
You have Wayne.
No, that's it. Bangor.
All right.
Yeah, they don't sell parts.
He's drunk.
I forgot.
So what'd you do in 2021?
2021, I stayed right at Bangor
With the Streeter.
With Streeter.
Yeah.
And also toured around a little bit. My plan wasn't to run for a championship. Really just wanted to take some time, go have some fun, relax a little bit. Championship the year before. So our plan was to just...
He had to rub that in on you.
Well, no, nothing is...
He looked right at you when you said that
It was a stressful time.
yeah.
So, we were just going to have some fun. I picked out a couple bigger races in New Hampshire I wanted to go to.
Which was?
White Mountain had their big race. Pass had a bigger race at White Mountain. I just wanted to go have some fun, see what the car would do.
Yep.
Shane put up a great deal at Bangor for the guys that if you raced all year and carried his sticker, you could win a free body at the end of the year for the highest finishing guy if you won the championship. So, we kid around, our group, we have 5 or 6 drivers in our group.
Yeah.
We all race together, so when he came up with this deal, we're all like, well, I'm not racing for points, Jay's not racing for points, so-and-so's not points, so Anthony was our only hope. Well, Anthony's not a very good driver.
Wow. Wow.
Nah, I'm just kidding. He was way better this year than he's been all year long, and everybody's told him that.
Yeah.
But he's our ride or die guy. He's been with us forever. But anyways, we were just gonna have some fun, and the more we ran into the year, the more everybody's like, you got to stay at Bangor. You got to stay at Bangor. You're doing good in the points. You're doing good in the points. I fought them tooth and nail, but apparently they won. And we ended up staying at Bangor for the year, and ended up with the championship again by 3 points. Over 3 points.
Still trying to figure it out.
Over who?
Yeah, Bobby Seeger.
Oh, okay.
Probably one of the best street stock drivers in Maine. That kid can wheel anything he's in, really.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, as long as it's loose. So this kid, I've raced against him for a couple of years, and when practice comes around, we seek each other out in practice.
Yeah.
He will ride around slow until I get there, or I ride around slow. We have practice heat races in practice.
Yeah.
We will ride around and bunch everybody up behind us and then take off like a fake green. It was a battle royale this year. We raced 18, 19 races, I think.
Long season.
Yeah, he had me by 3 points, 6 points going into the last night, double feature night, and I ended up coming out on top by 3 points. So it was a battle royale all year long.
That's good.
We actually ended up, we rented the track a couple times here and there, and one night we were actually there together. Mm-hmm. He gave me his carburetor to try on my new crate motor, trying to work the bugs out of our stuff. So, incredible sportsmanship from them guys. And, I wouldn't have it any other way, really. If you're going to race the guy you're racing, you want there to be their best too. So.
Yeah. You want to beat the best guy.
Yeah, 100%.
So that'll roll into the roll into the White Mountain shit. Rolling into that race, there was a big thing about Jimmy Renfrew running it, because his dad put up the money.
Right.
But yourself and a lot of drivers said that you guys wanted to race against the best, whether if it was him or someone else to win against them to win the $5,000. And I respect you guys doing that because it doesn't matter who puts up the money for the shit, and if they have an in-house car. I know it looks bad, but at the same time,
though, I mean,
as a competitor, you want to beat the guy. I mean,
nobody else is putting up $5,000 to win.
Exactly,
races.
and more respect to the Renfrew family for even doing that because we didn't have fucking anything. With fucking maybe one big race a year at Star, which I give all the props to Star to doing, but we didn't have a big race after Star doing it after that. And then Jimmy Renfrew Sr. and came up with the money and put it up at White Mountain and everything like that. You led a lot of laps that night too.
Yeah, we can back that up a month or two before then. You know, we went down to White Mountain for another pass race.
Yeah.
We had 12, 13 cars. Kind of the same rule package.
Yeah.
Ended up racing Jimmy Jr. again.
Yeah.
And he caught me. We were 44, 45 laps into the 50-lapper. He got by me, and I tried a crossover move, and it did not work out.
Yeah.
I spun him down the backstretch. The video's out there. I mean, it was just one of them deals where I
did
honestly,
the same shit. So
well, no, I turned back under him and got under him, and I felt like he was trying to come down the racetrack to not allow me to get back under him. You know, and you can't blame guys for trying that stuff. It's New Hampshire's. You got to get back to the bottom, whatever.
Yeah.
I did. Nobody wants to hear us.
I'll give you that battery back so you get a fucking
fire
alarm later.
That's my spare.
We are back.
I appreciate it.
We are back from our delay.
What the hell were we talking about?
White Mountain.
Oh, White Mountain. Okay, so Jimmy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you guys are racing hard at the end.
Yep.
What happened?
Yeah, just it came down to, we were running hard. We came together a couple times. It's $5,000 on the line.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. And we ended up second. He ended up winning.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. We go down to those races to race against the best guy there.
Yeah.
And, if he was the best guy there that night, he won.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Okay. So, I wanted to go through it with you guys, and hopefully I can set up with something with Jimmy Jr. and Jimmy Sr. because obviously I've never had a problem with any of them or anything like that, and we'll go from there. So, the next race, what did you do? You ran up at Bangor again, and then the end of the season.
After White Mountain, we went back to Bangor and finished the season off there.
We were supposed to do this last week, right?
Yeah. So, I think, the week after White Mountain, we went to Thunder Road on Friday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, me, Dave, my crew chief went down, Timmy. We had small car count. I think we had 10 cars, 11 cars. Supposed to be a 50-lapper, so they made two 25s with points.
Yeah.
First 25, we ended up winning. Second 25 got caught in a wreck. Came back to fourth. Ended up tying for the win with, I think, Kyle Streeter.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's a good dude, yeah.
Yep. Ended up tying with him. Tiebreaker went to him for the night. Little bummed about that, where we won one, but, can't complain.
Did he win?
We won the first 25-lapper.
Did he win the second?
No, he ended up third. That in the second one, I ended up fourth. So
where did you finish in the first one?
So they gave I don't know where he did. Obviously behind me, I won.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah,
they
but
gave
how
the
close?
tiebreaker to him.
That's
Spent second then.
yeah.
No, he was probably fourth, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, fourth or third, one or the other.
Oh, we'll go on.
Because the 60 car,
We'll move on.
it was the white guy, the white car that finished second in the first one. So anyways, we ended up tied for the win in points.
Yeah.
They gave it to him, which, you know, I can't complain. I've never seen the track before. Awesome
I
racetrack.
mean, that's a good start.
Yeah, 100%. You know, awesome racetrack. We had a blast. I would race there every week if I could, but I'm not taking the 5-hour drive down there every week. But we went back down to there. Then we finished off Bangor. Bangor had a couple rain outs and stuff, and then we ended up back going to Star again for the last one.
So that was the pre-hauler.
Yep, the
So
pre-hauler.
let's go through the fucking pre-hauler.
Pre-hauler.
How'd the day go at the pre-hauler?
So pre-hauler, normally I have another car called Twisted Sister.
Yeah.
We would normally
We talked about it earlier.
Yeah, we'd normally take that thing down.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to take street stock. You know, the way the rules were, I thought maybe that car would be better. We unloaded the car. Fastest on speed trap.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you guys are fast.
Yeah, by, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 tenths,
Yeah.
whatever it was. Went to drawing, and we drew number 40 out of 40.
Good pick, buddy.
So plus
Fucking
minus is in effect, obviously, for Star. So I knew it was all plus.
Oh
Obviously.
yeah. Oh okay. Yeah. I was gonna say they have plus minus.
Yeah, plus minus for that day. So obviously I knew it was all plus.
Yeah.
We ended up finishing second in our heat. I think we started 8th. Yeah. Or no, we ended up starting 3rd in the feature.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Out of that. And you know, obviously lap 2 we were already in the lead and we led the rest of the way.
Up to the win. Okay, so after the win, buddy. What the
Oh, I mean,
fuck
you wanna talk
happened
about
in
before the win?
No. I mean, you took my money.
Let's talk about lap 1.
All right, let's talk about lap 1. What happened lap 1?
Okay, lap 1, we start the race.
Okay.
2 guys in front of me. First guy, he's falling back. Second guy, he's running up a little high.
Where'd you start?
3rd.
Okay.
So we came down. I got a good runoff too. We came down the backstretch. I got in under the 49 car.
Kevin Brown, great guy.
Kevin Brown.
Love him.
Okay.
He got his shirt on. Great dude.
So
Love to see him.
I went in on the bottom of 3.
Yeah.
And never in 100 years thought that he was gonna come down.
Yeah.
So Star has this weird. I don't want to say it's a rule, but you gotta be so far up next to a guy at Star
To have your spot.
to have your
Up
spot.
to his door.
You got to remember, we raced Bangor. Like, I can run the bottom of Bangor all day long and ain't nobody going to touch me.
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to come down in front of me, whatever.
Yeah.
So, me, I drive off too. I get a good run down the back. I go in on the bottom. All of a sudden, there's a car coming in. You know, I hit my brakes. I got a 3,000-pound car, stock brakes. I'm not stopping. We come together. He goes up. I end up going by.
Saved it.
Yeah, he saved it. I saved it. We kept going. Caution came right out. He drove back around. He came up next to me, and he drove into the whole right side of my car. Of course,
I didn't see any of
Yeah,
that.
no, I was.
Too many of these. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. He was obviously upset. He thought he'd been done wrong, and after he hit me, I thought I was done wrong. My poor crate motor took abuse. I revved it a lot and spun my tires, but you know, looking back at it, obviously it worked out for me, so it wasn't a lot of bad feelings.
Yeah.
You know, he was probably upset about it. We've since talked a little bit since.
I hope so. You got his fucking shirt on.
Yeah, I got a shirt. Bought a shirt. You know, so
He's a good dude.
yeah. No, I
Awesome
mean he
dude.
put up money
Yeah.
in the money
into the fucking
stickers,
into
right.
the bonus. Yeah.
Correct. So, you know, that was lap 2. For the rest of the race, really, you know, we had a lot of restarts. The 90 car was there with us.
Anthony Belfiore.
Belfiore.
Yeah.
A couple of the other guys, 22 was up there. Dylan Billiter was there with us. You know, all their fast guys.
Yeah.
So, you know, obviously, I'm ahead of those guys, and this is great. Like, this is why I'm here, to beat their fastest cars. You know, I've watched a lot of races at Star. I know how Star races go. Usually the winner or the guy leading the race coming to the end doesn't win. Just how it works out. I managed to somehow hang on to it and win the race. You know?
You guys had a lot.
Huh?
That's been a long time coming to Star.
Yeah, no, I've had a lot of good runs there and had a lot of bad luck there.
Yeah, yeah.
So, it is what it is.
I mean, it's just.
Fast cars at Star, not one.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you go a long way back.
Yeah.
So now you can talk about after the race.
No, we'll continue there. As I said, Kevin Brown's a good dude.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Belfiore, also a good friend of mine.
Yep.
He's a good dude as well. He's just like you guys. He works for everything he's got and everything. I know of everything. I don't know what happened after the race and everything like that. I know you took my money.
Yep.
I mean, the top 3 cars, minus Schroeder, who didn't want to get in on the thing. I mean, if you guys didn't get into the top 3 and he was in it, he was going to get the money. I don't know why he didn't go into it. Whatever. We'll go from there. He had fucking demo cars down the back and shit like that.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, and then he finished his 3rd. So there's that. After Tech, what happened?
Before tag.
Before Tech?
Oh, yeah. So...
What the fuck did I miss, man? I'm fucking watching the race myself. What do you
Obviously,
mean
we
before
have
Tech?
no idea what goes on after the races.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I stopped on the back stretch. I mean, on the front stretch, looking for the checkered flag. I didn't know what they did for whatever. So finally, one of our good friends, Michaela, she was there in the grandstands.
Yep.
She didn't even tell us she was coming. So she ended up coming out with the checkered flag. And then, so I did my victory lap, came around. I stopped on the front stretch. So they're like, you got to go to Tech. I'm like, I don't know what the hell
Yeah,
going
yeah,
on
you
here.
guys are just down there, yep.
So we rolled down through Tech. We come back around on the front stretch. Tyler does his interview with us and whatnot. And me and my crew chief, Timmy, I should probably use his name.
Yeah, I mean,
But Buzz,
yeah,
we got into this habit. After I win, he always drives my car back
yeah,
to the pits.
yeah,
Well, of course, the pits was Tech.
yeah,
And I didn't really think of that much.
yeah.
So, we're all on the front stretch. He gets in the car. He's
Yeah,
driving
walked
around.
off the front stretch.
Yeah,
with you.
we're all walking
Yeah,
back
they're all
into the
talking,
Tech.
yeah.
I go, first car I see was Anthony, the 90.
Yeah.
And I walked up and shook his hand, congratulated him, and, we're talking, and one of his crew guys is like, you better tell your guy to shut his mouth. And I'm like...
Oh, okay, so now we know who the fucking culprit is, and I already know why.
I'm sitting there, and I'm talking to Anthony, and he's like... I'm like, I appreciate you not running me over. I was slowing down at the end. I was getting really loose in. I'm like, thank you for not just trashing me. He's like, nope, you were good. We were good. I'm like, I had a great race. And this guy is still yelling at me. And finally I look at him, I'm like, who are you talking about? And he points at this guy over here.
Who's that?
Anthony Moore.
Okay.
Probably should use a different name. So I look at him and I'm like...
Tony Morse.
Yeah. Tony Morse. I look at the guy and I'm like, that guy? He's like, yeah. I'm like, he ain't on my crew. I just walked off. I didn't...
Well, he did bring his own car.
Well, yeah, no, he was racing his own car. Very much still on my crew.
I get it, yeah.
But, I was just like, I didn't want the drama, let's just go home.
Well, at least he went and talked to Anthony. I mean,
Yes,
Anthony's a good fucking dude. He's just like you, fucking...
I don't think he's... Anthony doesn't think very highly of our Anthony, though, I can tell you that.
Yeah, no.
No, I doubt it. I doubt it.
I don't like him either.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways, so, we went back to our car, and this guy, and I believe Anthony, came over after wanting to know who was running their mouth.
Yeah.
And I wasn't oblivious to it, I'm hugging my guys and whatnot, and the officials finally had to tell them to take a hike before shit went down, and we're 4 hours from home. I can't go bail my guys out of jail.
Yeah.
And whatnot,
You would, though.
We would, yes, I know.
I think they keep you for the weekend.
Yeah, you were in for the weekend.
Yeah, no, if you get arrested on the weekend, you're there until Monday.
Yeah.
I got Uber.
Yeah, after your court case on Monday.
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
It all comes
Yeah, with
down.
COVID, it might be Wednesday, Thursday.
He slept with worse people? What? Oh, places.
Seemed a pretty tight, not
But yeah, no. So
I just wanted to know what was going on because I'm good friends with Anthony and I'm good friends with you guys. Even though I met you guys this time, and I was like, what the fuck just happened between you two? And I talked to Anthony, and then I talked to you, and I was like, all right, well, we'll just leave that alone because it's just differences that were happening after the race. And I mean, you guys,
it was people in the grandstands. It wasn't the two drivers.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
I mean? So, you know,
I thought it was a carryover from you before.
yeah. No, either way, I mean, my guys are loyal. They're with me.
Yeah,
you know?
I get it. No, I
and
know.
his
Trust
guys
me.
are loyal with him. That's how it goes.
No, trust me, I get it.
So, you know,
I was impressed. He didn't double.
Yeah, no,
After
it was.
watching the race,
We had
it
a great race. You know, we were all down there the year before and watched the race with Connor and him, and it was rough.
Yeah.
You know, very, very rough. You know, 8 tires are better than 4 tires rough. I didn't get that back, so I was very happy. You know, kind of blew my mind that everything went the way it did. But like I say, my friends are very loyal.
Yeah, no,
You know,
I get it.
Even if we race against each other, we're still loyal.
Yeah, but I'm just playing because I'm friends with both of you.
Yeah.
Anthony is the same way. He's there to win. He's not there to hang out. He's not there to enjoy the show and everything and hang out and like that. He's a fierce competitor like you guys. So what I'm trying to make the point as is that you guys have the same mentality. You guys are there to win, and I'm not gonna say it sucks to see you guys like butt heads at the end of the race because obviously it's great content for all the people that are there. That even though it's like drama for you guys, it's still good for the racetrack as its own because then there's more details after that stuff that you guys can talk about, and it brings more promotion. Even though people don't want to talk about it like that, it still brings more promotion towards the track and that thing because Bobby puts up a lot of money for the pre-howler. I mean, I raced the pre-howler too, and I came in third and came home with a $230 check. I'd never make that at NHSTRA, you know what I mean? So any promotion is good promotion, just like this podcast. Any publicity is publicity. I don't care.
Yep.
People can hate it, love it, don't care. You know what I mean? So you guys both are great, fierce competitors and shit like that. And obviously, I'm not going to say it sucks because you guys are both good friends of mine, and it's just one of those racing deals. It's just one of those, in the heat of the moment, you guys are racing for good money, including the bonus money that I put up.
Right.
So it is what it is. At this point, it's water under the bridge because
100%.
knowing Anthony, he's not going to even fucking worry about it next year. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, when I went and shook his hand in victory lane,
And that's
he had
respect-
asked me who I was.
Yeah, and
so that's even better.
And that's respectful
Yeah.
for you to even do because most people that fucking absolutely shit can me when I raced at Monadnock wouldn't even come and apologize for doing the shit that they did.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean? And with 2021 this season, and I'll come out on my own limb, there was little to no fucking respect throughout the whole racing series, throughout NHSTRA, and Star made it make you humble because if you were out there junking fucking people, they'd fucking, you're all done. You know what I mean? And NHSTRA had to do the same thing. And I'm just saying that this year it wasn't that much respect, and I give a hat off to you for going over and talking to Anthony, which is the first time you actually guys probably fucking talked. You know what I mean?
100%.
As a street stock driver, you guys are there to win. You guys ain't there to fucking hang out. You know what I mean? Just like any other competitor that shows up. You guys and with those two mentalities showing up, obviously you're gonna have shit happen at the end and shit like that, and it is what it is at the end of the day. And I don't want people to think that I'm taking fucking sides, so that's why I'm just going into an overview of it. That I respect you for going over to him and talking to him. I understand why he was, I guess, angry at the end because of other fucking people.
Right.
Not putting it on them, but I get why he was mad.
Yep.
So, how was your season, Shane?
It comes down to the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like White Mountain, we went there twice. We had a second and a third. You know, I still have people, when we went to Thunder Road the week after, coming over to me saying how amazing that race was with Jimmy.
Yeah.
You know, it was the best race they've seen all year long.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we want to hear.
Yeah.
You know, yes, I finished second. I didn't make $100 he did. You know, I still pocketed $2,300.
I mean, that's a good fucking payday. What do you make out of fucking feature win somewhere?
Yeah, you know, our racetrack pays $250 if you have.
And that's nothing against the racetrack, but at the same time, you got the fucking And I'll come out on my own limb, and I'm not saying you're saying it, but you have the bench seat guys just making it more than it needs to fucking be.
Right.
And I've been a part of that as well, and I'll call my own self out on it. And I mean, chicken shit move is a chicken shit fucking move. And I mean, you saw the whole shit show of Waterford because of that shit. So, I mean, but there's a difference between being a competitor and just being a fucking weapon. And there's obviously a big fucking difference. You know what I mean? But like,
I agree, 100%.
Like, I hope you and Jimmy are good and you guys talk or something something like that. Because the thing is that people got to understand there is very competitive fucking street stock drivers up here.
100%.
Late model drivers up here. Even in Maine. I mean, I went 3.5 hours just to meet you guys because you were a competitive street stock driver. You went up to the fucking Pastor. You still run it. You can go up to the Pastor anytime out. But at a whole factor is that you guys cut your teeth in the street stocks as well. You know what I mean? And the street stocks, and I know the 4-cylinders are fucking bad because we fucking don't care. I mean, we don't care. I don't care. I have spindles and shit at home. You guys have full body chassis.
Right.
You know what I mean? But to a point, you guys are the toughest class to win in because you guys, on any given night, anybody can win, is what I'm trying to say.
Sure.
So, Jimmy is a hell of a competitor. Anthony's a hell of a competitor. You're a hell of a competitor. You are. Even if you don't even think yourself as a hell of a competitor compared to his wins, you still were a person that people worried about when you guys showed up. You know what I mean? So, what I'm saying is that, like, even though you guys have your differences, you guys still, at the same time, are competitors, and you guys still have the same mindset as anybody else that shows up.
Yep.
So, even with the bad blood that happened, we'll put that in fucking quotations because at the end of the day, we all do the same fucking thing. We're all one big family trying to do the same thing and grow the sport. You guys still have the same mentality when you guys show up. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, even with the Anthony shit and the Jimmy shit, with the other people on the outside looking in, and you guys drivers, hopefully you and Jimmy talked and everything like that. Next year, it'll even be better because more and more people are making street stocks. More and more people... I mean, if you look at it by the fucking counts, there was more street stocks than there was almost 4-cylinders, and that's all they make nowadays. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
so, I mean, that's beautiful to see. And same with the Pastor. I mean, you're coming up through the Pastor, and you're going
to... huge.
Yeah, and they're going to be big. And, like, that's why I asked, have you reached out to anybody to talk to them about setup and shit like that? Because it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, we have the Snowball Derby next week, which is a whole different fucking ball game, but you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
So...
Which I think you should go to.
Yeah, if you guys show up, I might show up. I might have to fucking talk to the wife, but
there's no fear of us being there.
Yeah, no, I get it, and that's what. So, like, the point that I'm making is that at the end of the day, we're all racist and we all have the same mentality. And even if fucking shit happens out there, at the end of the day, we're still all the same fucking people.
Yep.
So people that drag it on, which I've done myself. I mean, but there's a big difference between. But there's a big difference between a racing deal and fucking being a weapon, and that's what I drug on. And
I agree.
I mean, what that fucking person did was fucking absolute bullshit, and that shouldn't be allowed anywhere. Tell me how you'd feel if someone full board you.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, it's a big fucking spiel and everything like that off of all the shit that happened.
Yeah,
but,
no, I mean, here's the deal. Next week we got Claremont.
Yeah.
I hope Jimmy's in the street stock at Claremont.
He'll be there. Oh, he might be there.
Well,
he's down in Florence right now. But he might be up.
You know, if he's back, I hope he's there. I hope Greenslit's there.
Greenslit's going to be there. Yeah, Greenslit's going to be there.
That's why I'm going to win.
That's another fierce competitor that
100%.
A lot of people fucking love to hear that he got fucking wrecked and shit like that, but he's a great fucking guy. If you met the guy, he's a great fucking guy, and people just hate winners.
Yep.
And that's the point I'm making all together.
I agree. 100%.
Is that people fucking hate facing against people that know... Yeah.
Like Anthony.
Maybe. One day, maybe 2022 is his year. You never know, and that's the point I'm making. Is that
he's going to Claremont? So,
like, I had Albie Ovitt on this same shit, and he said, "Winners worry about winning, and people that don't win worry about the people that are winning." And that's what it is, and that's the point I'm making. But with street stocks, anybody can fucking win. I mean, that's so even. It's unfucking believable. You run a crate car.
I like it that way.
Fucking Greenslit runs a crate car. Fucking Jimmy runs a crate car. At the end of the day, it deals with the guy behind the wheel and the guy and the people that are setting it up. That's what it is. And I mean, people can give Jimmy Renfrew Jr. shit because he has money to back him, but at the end of the day, it's same motor, same setup, and same driver. So, but what I'm saying is that so many people down where I am, they hate Jimmy because he fucking
wins a lot.
He wins a lot.
Yeah.
And same with Albie, and same with you, and same with probably fucking Shane when he won his championship year, fucking racking off wins. People carry that on to be like, well, he's fucking winning, he must be cheating.
It's a lot easier to complain than it is to sit in your garage and work on your car 5 nights a week.
You don't need to call me out on my own podcast. Appreciate that. But you get what I mean. At the end of the day, I hope that you and Anthony and Jimmy fucking
100%.
obviously have talked, because at the end of the day, you guys are racers, and what I'm saying is that hopefully the bad blood is just fucking done, and that was it after that, and obviously at the end of the day...
Yeah, I don't carry any grudges with me.
Exactly. Well, I can tell you a list of names that fucking do, you know what I mean? So...
like I said, I'm looking
twice for no reason.
I'm looking forward to Claremont. I'm looking forward to going to Dillon in January.
You coming?
With him.
Yeah. Oh.
What am I gonna do? Race the street stock race?
No, you're gonna run in the super streets with us.
Ain't no super streets.
Well, late models.
Ain't no late models.
I don't know what the fuck they're called
Street
over there.
stocks and down.
Huh?
They don't have the outlaws or whatever.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
You can go to South Carolina with us. Run the AR class.
Yeah, do it. Come on.
I'm bad enough at Oxford. I need to figure out.
Dylan's totally fucking different.
Exactly.
Have you been? Well, no, you have been, because you went down to the bash. How was the bash? We didn't even go over that.
We don't need to go over the bash.
Okay, we'll go from there.
Forklift.
You remember the incident on the backstretch where they do the forklift?
Oh, we talked about that on the last one. I was like, these guys even have a fucking forklift here. These guys are prepared.
No,
that's what I remember. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember that.
They introduced me as Albie Ovitt too.
Oh.
Yeah. Which I mean, I don't know if that's a bad deal.
That's not bad at all. That's pretty good fucking company.
No.
Worse. That guy's I mean, compared to you and him, you guys both are fucking close.
Right.
You guys are wheelmen. I'm not comparing. I'm just saying. That's good company to be with. You know what I mean?
Martin got us at Dillon.
Yep.
Was that Mark Martin?
It was a Mark Martin cock.
They had a lot of throwbacks.
I have no idea what the fuck.
Dave Thomas. Dave Thomas.
Kind of
round us.
There he is. Yeah, that's the same girl that hit us.
Anyways, we're going back again.
Well, that's good. That's what I want to see. Dylan's going to be a good thing. We got Kris, as I'm wearing on my shirt, he's going down. We got a list of competitors going down. Jimmy went and tried Florence out. He'll probably be at the bash as well, and that's coming up shortly. That's January 7th.
Yeah, we got a month and a few days.
Yeah. And Derby's next week for the late models. Hopefully people watch that on Speed 51, and that should be a good thing. But I look forward to the bash, and that's a fun track. Dillon's a cool track. When I went down and...
Fun times. We actually, we got there the day... We got there a day early.
Hold on. Did you blow the fucking turn to go to Dillon? Did you drive right by?
Nope.
Oh, boy. My buddy was sitting in the back seat sleeping. Boy, he was in the front seat. He fucking came across. I was like, oh, fuck.
Right off the interstate, right in the racetrack.
Yeah.
We met the owner right at the gate.
Oh, that's cool.
And he looked at us and he's like, holy Christ, you're from Maine? Like, yeah. He's like, how many racetracks did you drive by to get here? I'm like, all of them?
Yeah.
He's like, no shit. So
he's the only fucking track running.
Yeah, so we go in, we park our trailer and everything, and we're walking around the joint checking it out.
It's a cool fuck. It's different.
Yeah, no,
it's fucking
fun.
different.
Yeah. So we. See
I wish
this,
there was more tracks up here that the pits were inside except for Lee. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. So we see this sign over the backstretch, Dillon Motor Speedway.
Yeah, we should go into your garage.
It was one of the weekend races they were having. I'm like, we're gonna steal that sign.
You took their sign?
So
you guys are guessing. You take their sign?
Hang on. So as the day goes along, the owner comes over. He's like, "You guys need anything? How's everything going?" We're talking to him. I'm like, "Here's the deal, dude. That sign out back, yeah, we're gonna take that home with us." He's like, "You want to take my sign home?" He goes, "I put that by my road." I'm like, "We drove all the way from Maine. We want to take something home with us. Either you're gonna give it to us or we're gonna steal the sign." He's like, "You guys came." He's like, you guys came from Maine. He's like, I actually drove for Ricky Craven, who Maine guy, you know, across town from us.
That is not what he said.
Well, all right, so he didn't have a lot of good things to say about that. But anyways, he's like, you know what? He's like, you guys go get the sign. You take it home with you.
Yeah.
So right there, we knew we were at a good place. The guy was phenomenal.
He's a cool dude.
Oh man, that guy would do anything for you.
I talked to him too, and he's like, "Where are you from?" I was like, "New Hampshire." He's like, "What the fuck are you down here for?" I was like, "I'm just here, man. We just took a vacation, came down."
That's probably one of the only reasons we're going back. You know, it was so fun down there. Besides,
you wouldn't think that there was a racetrack there. No. On the left side, there's a fucking cornfield.
Yeah, airport.
Right side, airport.
There's an airplane sitting at pit gate.
Pond in turn 3.
There was a pond off turn 3. You go fishing at. Yeah. But you know, we had a great time.
Yeah.
The day was long. You know, it was a 20-hour day. It was 10 degrees all day. You know, we bought Walmart out of their long johns. It was so cold. You know,
really?
We're all going to South Carolina. It's going to be hot. You know,
we had the same thing. Did you stop in Darlington?
I don't know where.
You had to because it fucking. So there's 2 streets in South Carolina and North Carolina, and it intersects. So fucking right across the street, Walmart. Fucking packed to the fucking boards when I went down. I'm like, what the fuck did I come here? I've been in fucking Dillon for fucking almost a week, and I was like, oh, fucking. Need fucking socks. I ran out of all my damn socks, so we sat in that self-checkout line for an hour, and I was like, "Fuck this!"
Because you know we didn't even know where we were going.
Yeah.
So like people started saying like, "Where you guys staying?" We're like that hotel, and they're like, "Oh, you guys are in trouble. Like get out of town. Like you don't belong there." I'm like, what?
Ain't no water.
If everybody took a shower in the morning, there was no water left.
Yeah.
But no, we had a great time, and that's the only reason we're going back. You know. It was fun.
Yeah.
I had fun. You know, we didn't have the finish we wanted. We qualified in on qualifying day.
Yeah.
We didn't have to go to Last Chance Crash Fest.
That was fucking horrible.
Yeah.
God, it was a mess.
It was terrible.
It made me question racing.
Yeah, great to watch, not have fucking any skin in it. Fucking A.
Yeah, no, it was a long, long day, but we're excited to go back after Claremont. Gonna get the car switched over, probably try to test Bangor once before we go, make sure everything's good.
What, you got late model tires to put on it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, did you keep those? Oh.
There's late model right there.
Oh, they're the same?
Same
thing. Oh, okay.
So, you know, we'll put the...
Fuck if I know, dude. I just show up and fucking talk shit to people. Fucking, I don't get that serious into it.
Moosia?
Huh?
You ride a Moosia?
No, almost.
You hit one.
I was waiting for fucking Robinson to show up. I was gonna give him an ugly duck fart or whatever the fuck it is shot.
Duck fart shot.
Yeah.
What'd you hit on your truck on the way here?
Fucking some piece of furniture. Hope they didn't go back for it. That thing was fucked. And now I got streaks down the fucking front of my fucking truck. Now I'm pissed.
All the paint's rubbed right off.
Yeah.
Kitchen table or a couch?
I don't know what it was. It was like a sectional piece.
He's never coming back up here.
I don't get it. Every time I try... No, because the same thing... My grill's fucking knocked out because of a dog kennel in fucking South Carolina. Went and saw fucking Andy's...
Right?
Well, it's common sense to strap down shit that's in the bed of your truck, right?
Not me.
Yeah, I guess not. Neither in South Carolina either when I'm going to see fucking Andy Seiss over in fucking... where he is.
Right.
And I had a dog kennel knock my grill right out. I was like, word, I'm never coming back. You know what I mean?
You know, we went down to Connecticut a couple weeks ago to Waterford.
Yeah.
We take a guy with us, and he likes to partake in a beverage.
Yeah.
Well, Connecticut, you can't buy a beverage. You have
You have to go to a
packy
packy store. Fucking, yeah,
So,
I found that out.
when we're
I yelled at my buddy Sam Messick for
Yeah,
that shit.
so we're coming home next morning. You know, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. He's trying to find his beverage for the ride and sell no beer. So all I hear in the parking lot, I ain't never coming back to this fucking state again. So,
boy, I hope he never goes down south on Sunday.
you know, these are the memories that we live for.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
That memory right there, we'll talk about that for the rest of our life.
Yeah.
You know, all
no,
these-
you go package store.
Yeah. You go packy store, the guy tells him at the gas station. Like, I can see him walking around the gas station looking for beer. And I'm laughing. I'm like, they don't sell beer here, man. He's going up and down the aisles.
Yeah.
Connecticut.
He's opening the doors.
I ain't got no beer in the morning.
Like
Was
he
it
asked,
him?
he asked the guy, you know, where's your beer? Oh, no, we don't sell beer.
Yeah, they have a packy store. Fucking bullshit.
He hit 4 stores at that intersection and sat in the back seat all the way back to Maine.
I already know what intersection he was at because
he
I was
was
doing
mad.
the same thing.
But-
Then my buddy texted me. He's like, "You got to go to a packy store." I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
He's like, what's a pack?
Yeah, it's just some shit that they do over there, and it is what it is.
Right. You know, our races are fun, but
Yeah.
man, it's the memories we make going on all these trips.
You had me yet?
They're fun.
Better hurry up.
Hungry.
Hungry? Alright, we'll finish this up then. So, fucking,
your
what's
turn.
your
interview.
biggest fucking Rough and Fenders moment? You had time to dwell on this. 20 years of fucking racing, you never got into it with anyone?
I know a story.
Oh, yeah, see, you got fucking...
Wiscasset.
Last year.
One of Bangor.
And
Bangor. Backing up Connor one night. Oh, wait.
Last year?
What was last year?
When you had to change the
I
tire.
don't know about last year. I see a couple years ago, a few years ago at Bangor.
Start at the back. and
Somebody
start
took out
field to catch him.
Hey, how about when Connor got taken out? Who was that guy you were mad at?
Think about the race at Wiscasset.
Yeah, that was.
When you had to find a ride home.
Yeah, we got to fight with each other.
There we go, perfect.
My
Really?
Super Street race?
Yeah, when you lost your car. And we had an extracurricular activity after the race.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
No, the worst deal I had.
We can be a politician about it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, no, the worst deal was Cassett. We had the old Camaro going pretty good. It was
10,000.
the 07 10,000 to win Super Street race.
I fucking had reason to fucking have
It was
extracurricular
actually
activity
really
after.
because you must know Wayne Hellwell. He
Yeah,
came
he's
up with his Ford Super Street.
Yeah.
Everybody was there, Kris, and Landry and McKeague maybe, but just a really good field of Super Streets. And we had a good car. Started third and got into the lead on probably 10 laps into it.
Yeah.
And kind of had an unfortunate deal on one of the restarts where they put somebody else in front of me, got moved out of the way on the restart, and then just demolished by the field. And actually, everything seems to have a way it works out though, because we were going to fix that car, but that was at the time it was 25 years old.
Yeah.
And so instead of fixing it, we built a new car. That's where corruption came from. So it all kind of works out.
Everything has a way to work out. We were pitted next to the guy
Who wrecked you?
who wrecked him.
Yeah.
You got a number?
Oh yeah.
You sure do. He's a polite guy, though. But, at the end of the day...
Give me a number, at least.
That was 15 years ago. What's the matter now?
I'm just wondering.
Nah. No, that was probably the biggest heartbreak deal we had. What's he talking about? What are you talking about? Where I got angry and ended up on somebody's roof one night?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was mad.
That's a good fucking story.
Yeah, I was mad that night. I have a habit of getting in fights for my friends more than myself, and
Including me.
yeah, but actually it was Stevie that night that got taken out. A friend of mine, Stevie Kimball, he was actually on probation because he had some rough driving incidents, which he was an aggressive driver, and don't be mad because you can't pick a lane. So either way, he was getting run over by this guy.
Yeah.
And he ran him over so hard because at Bangor you're always trying to get to the outside.
Yep.
And he set up on him so hard that he literally ripped the left front fender off the car. Took it with him. It was stuck in his rear quarter. And so now, when he came in, I ended up on his roof trying to drag him out of the car, and the security officers and radios and things that got broken later.
Ripped off the whole left side. Wow. Wait, I got one of
I
those.
wasn't allowed back for a little while. But again, one of them temper deals. Sticking
Well,
up
that's
for
a
your
rough
friends.
Fenders moment if I ever fucking
yeah.
thought of it. Yeah.
They said,
Yo,
the whole left side? I got one of those from the same guy.
well, you
your
should have
fault.
seen him when he was beside you.
That was your fault.
Yeah, I did see him. You picked the wrong one. As he drove into me.
I call him Pick a Lane.
Yeah. We'll get a sticker made, Connor. We know a guy.
We know a guy.
What about you?
What do you got?
We didn't even get it on the fucking first interview.
No, I mean, I try not to be a dick, I guess. I don't know. I don't end up in a lot of fights.
No, he definitely is the least fighter of all of us.
Yeah.
I'm not saying go fist fight everybody. I just mean any controversial
No, I
thing
mean-
that you had.
Your sister-in-law or somebody.
Oh, I'm either fighter or the
But, it is, we've had our differences with a couple drivers. This guy's stuck up for me a couple times, with the local guys. And, even with the night that he was having an incident at Wiscasset, I was racing.
Yeah.
And, of course, my crew is his crew, and his crew is my crew. And, at the end of the day, I ended up fist fighting with my own crew. Anthony wouldn't let the fight die. And, I ended up slamming against the side of the trailer and told him if he weren't smarting up, he was finding a ride home. So
did he find a ride home?
He didn't. He had to tuck his tail and ride home with us.
Yeah.
We hugged and made up.
Yeah, but I try not to be like that if I don't have to be. I got to fix these things just like everybody else.
I get it.
It is what it is. I just go to win. I don't go to rough people up.
No, I get it. No, I understand. Well, I appreciate you guys coming on, and thank you for inviting me to your shop. I mean, this is why we do the shop tour. I mean,
are you going to be able to get home tonight?
No, I'll be all right, yeah.
You need to take a nap and...
No, I'll be all right.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. You with your damn futon.
He's got mice.
But this is why we do the shop tour. When I was coming down here and on these side roads, I wouldn't think that two great guys like yourself would have as many, 9 championships, 147 wins all together.
Group total.
Yeah.
In total. Everybody's in total.
Yeah, well, that's what he said
Who
before
won
we
that
started.
deal anyway?
Right.
Huh?
Who won that deal?
Well, fucking,
So you
until
did-
you fucking...
Well, we had some hang and chat incidents. I didn't see all the...
We lost video. Hold on. The dog knocked it over. I
Good?
think it was 11 championships.
You good?
Back. We're back.
We're back?
Yeah, so...
So 147 wins all together. Oh, there we go.
Done it again.
Aubrey, can you put her out, please? Oh, you got to go out. Hey, don't go.
It won't tighten. Just make it
You're
good.
Keep talking.
So 147 wins, 9 championships. Shane said put it in total because he...
That's right.
That's
Between the two of us.
So who won the deal?
Huh? So first, before you fucking added your
Yeah, we had some
miraculous
hang and
25
chat
that came
incidents,
anywhere,
sorry.
Stephen Willett won it.
Okay. So what did you get?
You got 4 stickers for free.
You gave him 4... That was it? No shirts? No hats?
I don't
no-
have shirts to give away.
Don't you owe me a hat? Don't I?
Yeah,
owe you
where
one?
are
They're
they?
coming. They're coming. I'm waiting on them, man.
I got stickers you're supposed to give me for
I
someone
got
else.
stickers in the truck.
I want stickers so you can bring your wallet.
So,
Yeah, for him, bring his wallet.
so anyways, I think we ought to do another drawing or something. We ought to give away some shirts. We'll sponsor you some shirts.
Yeah, hey, I mean, yeah,
we'll
fucking,
get
yeah.
another drawing together, and we'll get you.
Yeah,
hooked up.
definitely.
If I can't count how many wins I've had, sorry.
Yeah.
We'll make another drawing. We'll get you something else.
Yeah, no, definitely. I appreciate you guys coming on and doing that as well. I mean, any help is that. Oh, one more question. I got this from another person. So, how do you feel about people thinking you make illegal bodies? Wow. This is a question from someone else. It's not me.
Yeah, nah. I build them
Yeah.
like how...
So this is what you do to make your money, right?
It's just a side business.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I have a regular job.
Yeah.
But it started out last year because my car was ready to race after the Ike door. We took a night, pounded the door out. We were going to go racing again in 2021, and I thought, well, Jesus, I'm not going to sit inside all winter and not work on anything.
Yeah.
So I just put my name out there to see if anybody wanted some work done.
I mean, you're a hell of a fabricator. I wanted to put that out there. I'm not giving you shit. I was just asking you a question someone wanted me to ask you.
Thanks. No,
That's all.
I don't see, it's one of them deals where
Yeah.
we're racing 40-year-old cars that you can spend huge money on a replacement panel, or we can
Make it yourself on an
build
English
stuff.
wheel and do it like the old days.
I don't English wheel anything.
But you know what
The
I mean.
brake that I use to build these bodies, I built out of all scrap metal that I have around here.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's all it's
Cost
just-
effective
it's-
fucking body work.
Right. It's just work. None of it's high dollar and none of it's fancy. I just come out here nights and weekends and mess around, and he helps me rivet them all on when I get them done.
Yeah.
But now,
I mean, you build hella bodies.
I mean,
I'm not giving you shit. I just wanted to ask you the
But like
question.
you take it like he says, we go to all these other tracks.
Yeah.
You look at like Storis is coming to mind.
Yeah.
It's a '79 Camaro replacement that has a shelf, because that's the type of panel you can get for a car nowadays.
Uh-huh.
Do you think there's one person at Star that gives a shit that his body has a shelf? Not one.
Not fucking one.
So we just bring, we've been to a lot of racetracks around the area. We see what all these street stocks are.
You know this shit more than me, and
so
I
we
just
bring
want
that-
you to know that I'm just asking
the
you.
problem with Bangor is the evolution scares people.
Yeah.
And they don't realize sometimes things don't work out as they intended.
Yeah.
And so, you know, when a rule is written that the body has to match the dimensions of the roof used, so I want a 2010 Camaro body, so that means one of my customers went to GM and spent $700 on a roof so that I could build him a 2010 Camaro body.
Exactly.
Instead of the guy that has a third-gen roof that they could have gotten for free.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
100%.
It doesn't always seem to work out as intended. I understand what they were trying to do, but the idea of stock dimension bodies and boring stuff, we've got to move on past that.
I get it.
And let a guy have some freedom.
Yeah.
You know, I meet the rules.
You can't find these bodies anymore.
Right. And I mean, I meet the rules
get that.
as far as spoiler heights and rear overhang and stuff like that, and all the dimensions. So, either way.
I get it.
I mean,
I just wanted to ask you that question because someone told me to ask you.
So,
Yeah.
you know, at the end of the day, there's some of the beautiful bodies you've seen in street stock. They're stock, you know, stock replacement steel bodies. They still look like the cars are supposed to.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't buy these things, and at the end of a 100-lap race, they don't look like they're supposed to anyways.
Not
so
way.
it doesn't
No
matter,
way.
you know?
Yeah.
We're not running Daytona, Talladega, Thompson, anything like that.
Yeah.
There's zero advantage to these bodies.
No, I get it. No, I get it 100%.
Besides the
It
fact
made my
that
buddy
they're-
fucking cut fucking an inch off of his front lip because they said there was downforce, and I was like,
Yeah, no, I mean...
we're not even going over
It's a
100 fucking miles per hour
cost-effective-
here.
Yeah, it's a cost-effective body.
Way to
it's
do it.
keeping the racing going.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's not bringing
Unless they
something
can
back.
prove to you it's an actual fucking advantage for you having it. I mean, it is what it is.
And you know, for the Bangor guys that threw a fit at the banquet, I talked to the tech man for a long time, and I think we're going to be okay. But I'll tone them back a little bit. I know some adjustments that I can make that
Exactly.
make everybody happy.
It's always about, because me, NHSTRA, they almost bounced me because of the shit I said. But at the end of the time, at the end of the day, I understand where they were coming from. They understood where I was coming from, and we came to an even thing. So at least you're putting out the hand to do that, to where everybody's even and everybody's on the same fucking page. You know what I mean? So, yeah, no, that was just a question I got told to ask you. So I was like, fuck it, we'll see how he reacts. to it.
Anthony told you to ask me.
I don't know if it was him or someone else, but it's someone. I don't think it was him. But yeah, no, I just wanted to know what all that stuff was about. But I appreciate you guys coming on and obviously letting me know how many wins you guys got, even though you missed 25, Grandpa over here.
Appreciate you coming up.
Yeah.
We won more races.
Yeah, I know. You
We
got
won more races.
Yeah.
Don't answer it.
You've been telling me since I got you.
25. He has 155.
Oh, 155.
155.
When he leaves, you go with him, okay?
You can come home with me, buddy.
But hey, man, I appreciate you guys coming on. I appreciate you guys inviting me into
Yeah,
your
no, we appreciate
fucking
you coming all
shop
the way up here,
and
too.
everything like that. We wish you the best of luck down at the Bash and at Claremont next week, which I should hopefully have my fucking hats to
So
give you guys.
here's a question about Claremont.
Yeah.
Are you kicked out of there?
No, I can go.
I thought I saw somewhere on a podcast you had to pay a fine or something to go back.
That's Monadnock.
Monadnock.
Yeah,
okay.
Monadnock. Totally different.
All right. So we'll see
I
you
can't
at Claremont.
compete. I can still show up.
Say, if you weren't there, we'd get you back in.
Yeah.
We'll sneak you in.
I'd sit in the cooler or something. But
No,
It's going to be plenty cold.
yeah, so what happened to Monadnock? Why are you kicked out?
Yeah, why are you kicked out of...
I full throttled someone after the check-in.
So you, Tyler, chased someone at Monadnock.
Not as fast, but yes.
Weapon of the year.
Yeah, no. I got up next to him, flipped him off, and then turned left. And then we went.
Gotcha.
So, third week in a row going through me, we fucking figured that out years ago. So, it is what it is. Water under the bridge now.
I watched our Dave one time.
There you
Had
go.
to call you out there.
I don't give a shit. Dude, I call myself out. I don't care, man. It is what it is. At the end of the day, we're all trying to build the same fucking thing. I don't want racing to leave fucking here because we have way too many wheelmen that are way better at racing cars than doing anything else. So.
Wait, I should have called him 64. 64 hit. What was
We don't
it?
use names around here.
We can't use names in here. We have nicknames. Sorry.
We ain't gonna use the nicknames. Numbers work, but
Okay.
I appreciate you guys coming on, man.
Yeah, man. We had fun.
Thanks for coming up.
Yeah, I know. Long interview, but I mean it's worth it. It'd be great for
Hey, what
everybody.
else is everybody doing today?
I don't know. Turkey Day next week.
Yep.
I know.
You guys having Thanksgiving together?
Racing weekend.
We'll be in Claremont, man.
Yeah, that's Saturday.
Thanksgiving? I don't know. I'll probably be
Thursday. Working.
I work a lot.
I
I
feel
hear
like these extra races have helped shorten winter.
yeah.
Typically it's 5 months. I think
Yeah, it's a good thing we didn't know Florence was racing last night. Or we probably
We
would have won
fucking
there.
pissed, but We'll close this out. I appreciate you guys coming on. For Kris Watson, Shane Tatro, and myself, Randy. This episode was presented by Kenny's Truck and Towing Repair out of Tewksbury, Mass. Jake Kenny came on as a sponsor. We'll have a banner soon and everything like that. And appreciate you guys watching, entertaining, and appreciate you guys coming on. Thank you.
Well, would you look at that? You've managed to make it through another episode of the Roughing Fenders podcast.
And as always, make sure you follow our Facebook page at Roughing Fenders Podcast. And until next week, keep those wheels pointed left
And keep talking trash.